Hey guys, Kelly here from Kelly Clarke Yoga. Today we've got a practice which is perfect for after work, a day at the office, or a day out and about, whatever it is that you do. It's going to help you to move the body, get out all those aches, pains, creaks, stretch, and just help you unwind and prepare for whatever you've got planned this evening, or even if you're about to practice before bed. Put on some comfy clothing. It doesn't matter what you're wearing today. You could even wear your pajamas if you wanted to. Unroll your yoga mat and let's get started. We're going to start our class today in child's pose. So gently make your way there. And I recommend that you take the big toes together, the knees as wide as your yoga mat. Really sit the bottom back down onto the heels. Or if the space in the knees does not allow that, then grab a cushion or a blanket and just pop it underneath so that you've got a bit of extra support. Then start to walk the hands forwards and really reach towards the front of your yoga mat. Let the head rest down onto the floor. And let's take 3 deep breaths to transition you from wherever you were today, a few moments ago, onto your yoga mat. 3 breaths in and out through the nose. And let's just start to check in with how we're feeling. Try not to label it. Just notice it, feel it, allow it to be. And how does the body feel? Whatever you've been doing today. Are there any places that feel tight or achy? And can you start to send the breath there? So each breath, nice and long, nice and slow. Filling up the space. And if you feel there's no areas of tightness or tension in the body, then send your breath down into the belly. On your next breath in, gently tent up onto the fingertips. Lift the forehead off of the ground, and then you're gently going to walk your hands over to the right hand side. Reach the left hand away and see again if you can rest the forehead down onto the earth or onto a block, a blanket or a book. Again, on your next breath in, we're going to reach up, lift the head, lift the arms, walk through center and all the way to the left side. And this time, really reach away through the right hand. The more you reach away, the more of a stretch you're going to feel in the right side of the body. Next breath in, lift up, come through center. Gently start to walk the palms in towards you. Okay. And if you can, we're going to stay with the legs wide. Either have the palms onto the floor, fingers pointing forwards, or if you'd like a stretch in the forearms, fingers are going to point back towards you. And this can be quite intense, so just feel if you'd like to be here or if you'd like to have the palms face back. And we're going to take 2 lion's breath together. So we're going to cleanse out the lungs, the mouth. If you've never done a lion's breath before, we're simply going to breathe in through the nose and then force the exhale out through the mouth. And as we do this, it's going to look ridiculous. You're going to feel silly, which is the best part about it. You're going to stick the tongue out of the mouth and take the gaze up. Don't be afraid. We're going to do it together. So fingers onto the floor. Face forward or face back, and see if you can just draw the shoulders away from the ears, bring the chest up. Okay, here we go. Take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Awesome. Let's do one more actually. Breathe in through the nose. Great. Gently come back onto the heels. You're going to bring the knees in towards each other and just pause here. I'm going to demo our next variation of cat-cow. So we're going to start in tabletop and we're going to start with an arched spine. Usually when we move through a cat-cow, we tend to lead with the rib cage, with the midsection of the back. But for this practice, I'd like you to see if you can lead with the tailbone and allow this movement to roll through the body. So we're going to start here, and then we're going to tuck the tailbone under and see how my upper back is staying arched until the movement reaches there. Then I'm going to round through the shoulder blades. Then I'm going to bring the chin to the chest. Then we're going to reverse in the same way. So we're going to untuck the tailbone, reach it towards the sky. Lower belly starts to arch towards the floor. Then the chest, the ribs, the shoulders, the head comes up. Okay, we're going to do a couple of rounds just like this, and we're going to go through it together. So let's all meet on all fours. Make your way there, spread through the fingers, and then we're going to arch to start with. So this is your start position, gaze forwards. From here, doesn't matter how the breath is, you don't need to move with the breath, but see if you can keep it nice and long. You're going to start to tuck the tailbone under. And as slow as you can, you're going to round through the lower back, mid-back, ribs, shoulders, then bring the head down towards the ground. Reversing this, we're going to reach the tailbone up towards the sky, arching the lower back, mid-back, ribs, chest, head comes up. Again like this, tuck tailbone under. Roll up through the spine, keep pushing down through all 10 fingertips. Chin comes towards the chest. And again, we're going to untuck tailbone, start to roll through the spine. And then last thing, we're going to draw a line with the nose, bring the head up. Good. Slowly come back to center. Tabletop pose. From here, you're going to extend the right leg back behind you and allow the left leg just to come slightly out to the side as you come into the inside of the right foot and lift the right arm overhead. Modified plank pose. And see if you can really stack the joints on top of each other. So you've got the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, and then this shoulder opens, stacks on top of the next. And we reach up through the right hand. Belly is going to draw inwards so you can really open up the hips towards this side of the room. Great. Another breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly bring the hand down, slide the right leg in. And we'll swap sides, this time extending back through the left leg. And we're going to open to the left side, so allow the right leg to come out. Peel the left hand open, modified side plank. And you can have that back foot pressing down into the floor. And if you feel off balance, push down through the top of the right foot and the right hand. Awesome work. One more breath in. Exhale, gently come through center. Draw all the things, all the hands and legs back underneath you. Tuck the toes under. Start to send your weight backwards towards the heels. Once you arrive here, push into the palms, lift the knees off of the floor, peel the legs up, downward facing dog. And adjust the hands and the feet if you need to when you arrive here. So the hands should be shoulder width distance or wider with the pointer finger facing forwards. And the feet hip width distance or wider. So with the feet, you want to have the toes pointing forwards and the heels coming directly back. Pushing into all 10 fingers, all 10 knuckles. Taking weight out of the wrists. Next breath in, rise up onto the tiptoes. And then you're going to exhale slowly, gracefully as you can. Walk the feet forwards in between the hands, forward fold, top of your mat. Arms and head are heavy, knees are generously bent, and then here we go, let's ragdoll, roll through the spine, all the way through to standing. Head will come up last, loop the shoulders back, arrive in your mountain pose, Tadasana. Okay, we're going to move into some arm swings, and we're going to start with the right arm. So take your left hand onto the belly and just feel that you start to engage your core here. And you need to do this just to protect the lower back and make sure you've got some support. So placing hand on the belly, just gently engage. And then I want you to imagine that your right arm is like a weight, your hand is a weight on a piece of string, and with absolutely as little effort. So instead of going slowly, you're going to swing the arm, go fast. You're going to swing it round. We're going to start going backwards and then we're going to go forwards. Let's give it a go. Soft knees, start to swing the arm back. You may need to bend the knees as you do this. Still engaging the belly. Nice. You might even start to feel some blood come into the hands and the fingers. That's normal. Don't be too freaked out. On your next one, you're going to come to the top and then reverse, bring the arm coming forwards. This is so amazing for the shoulders, the arms, to get that joint moving around. One more this way, and then slowly release the arm. We're going to switch over, bring the right hand onto the belly, support from the core, and then here we go. We're going to swing the left arm backwards to start with. And I'm quite aware that this looks hilarious. It might even feel a little hilarious, but go with it. It's going to help you loads. And even if you just did this for 30 seconds a day, I promise you, your shoulders, your neck are going to feel completely different. Let's reverse that. Take it forwards. Super soft, heavy hand. Nice. 2 more this direction. And release. Good. Come to the top of your yoga mat. The feet are hip width distance apart. Big toes point forwards towards the front of the room. Take a big breath in to sweep both the arms up and over the head. As you exhale, the right hand is going to come behind you, the left hand in front. See if you can gaze back towards the right hand. A little twist. Breathe in, rise up through center. Exhale, you're going to bring left palm behind you, right arm in front. Breathe in, come through center. Exhale, softly bend the knees, fold forwards over the legs. Good. Breathe in, take the palms onto the shins, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Good. Soft legs, rise back up through standing. And straight back into it. Exhale, right palm comes behind you. Find your twist. Breathe in, come up through center. Exhale, left palm behind you. Breathe in, center. Exhale, fold forwards over legs. Big breath in, hands onto shins, flat back. Gaze comes down. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back with your right leg all the way to the back of your mat. Right knee comes down. And you could always fold your mat over and give that knee some extra support if it feels a little uncomfortable. Rise up onto the fingertips and see if you can lift the chest off of the thigh. And we're going to flow with our breath. So as you breathe in, you're going to reach the palms up and overhead, lift up high lunge, low lunge even. Exhale, take the arms back, wide and round. Again, like this, breathing in, roll forwards. Exhale and back. One more, breathe in. And out. We're going to place the hands down. Pick up the right knee and step forwards, forward fold. Take a breath in to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, step back. Left leg this time. Left knee comes down. You're going to push into the fingertips, lift the thigh. No, not the thigh. Lift the chest away from the thigh. And then we breathe in, we lift up into our lunge. We breathe out, we take it back and round. 2 more like this. On your last one, we're all going to meet, framing the front foot. Breathe in to pick up the back leg. Breathe out, step forwards. Good. Nice big breath in, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale and fold. Soft knees. Breathe in, rise up through standing. Reach up, reach up. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Again, big breath in, reach up. Soft arms, exhale, fold over the legs. Breathe in, lengthen through the spine, draw the crown of the head forwards, tailbone back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back with both feet, plank pose. Take a nice big breath in through the nose here and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're all going to come down onto the knees. Take a breath in, bring the weight forward over the palms. Exhale, bend the elbows, bring the belly and the chest to the floor. The forehead comes down to the ground. Tops of the feet push into the floor, so strong legs. And then the fingers are going to come in line with the shoulders just outside your yoga mat. Elbows point upwards. And then 3 rounds of fluid cobra, pressing into the feet. You're going to start to lift the ribs, the chest, the shoulders, and then the head. And then as you exhale, ribs come down, shoulders, head comes down. So breathing in, waving up through the spine. Breathing out, waving down through the spine. One more like this. Perhaps you can come up a little higher. Bring the forehead down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. We're going to come up the way we came. So squeeze the elbows together. Fire up the belly. On an exhale, you're going to push up half plank. Awesome work. Lift the knees. Send the hips to the back of your yoga mat. Adjust if you need to. So walk the feet in or out. Downward facing dog. Good, one more breath in. As you exhale, slowly lower knees down to the ground. We're going to sit back onto the heels and bring our legs out in front of us. So you want to imagine taking your legs just slightly wider than your yoga mat, so it doesn't have to be super wide. You don't need to be in the splits here. Find a place that's fairly comfortable for you to stay, and you can sit onto a block or a cushion if that feels good. You're then going to flex both the feet towards the face, and instead of having the feet out or in, imagine the toes coming up towards the sky. Okay, palms are going to come in front of you. Take a big breath in, lift up tall through the chest. Exhale, start to fold forwards from the hips. The chest is going to follow. Maybe walking the palms away and finding a forward fold here. If staying upright is enough stretch for you, then stay upright. Just working here on flexibility in the hamstrings and strength in the core and the back. Wherever you are today is completely fine. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, start to walk the palms back up towards you. We're going to come over towards the right leg, and with the right hand you're either going to hold onto the thigh, the shin, the ankle, or the foot, and it's your choice. Excuse me, it's your choice where you choose to hold on to today. And then you're going to find that place, bring the left arm over and reach towards the right side. Let's flow with the breath. On an inhale, you're going to sweep the left arm up to open the chest towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach round to the left, through the center, and all the way to the right. Again, breathing in, opening up, spiraling the chest open. Come over to the left, center, right. Let's do 2 more like this. Breathing in and out, moving in your own time. One more. Great. When you're finished, slowly bring yourself upright. We're going to come over to the other side. And before you grab onto the leg in the same place, just feel if this side is different. So would you like to take hold of the leg in a different place? Reach the right arm over to the left foot. And then big breath in, spiral up, open the chest. This time as you exhale, you're going to lean right, center, left. Inhale, open. Exhale, sweep it round. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Awesome work. Come back through center. Take hold of the backs of the legs. Draw them in towards you. And then take your feet as wide as the yoga mat. Hands are going to come down beside you or behind you. And then gently let the legs fall over to the left side on an exhale. Breathe in, come through center. Breathe out, let them come over to the right. Nice and slow. 1 more each side. Breathe in, roll through center. And out. Nice and slow. Really allow that right leg to turn inwards. 1 more on the right side. Great. And then come through center. No rushing, if you can. We're going to bring the bottom halfway down our yoga mat. Bring the knees into the chest. See if you can just balance onto the sit bones for 1 moment. And then round the spine, come to lay down on the back. Hug knees into chest. And then taking right hand onto right knee, left hand onto left knee. We're simply going to breathe in to take the legs out to the side, so towards the shoulders, and then extend them out wide until you can bring them all the way together back into the center. So big circles with both of the knees. As you exhale, the knees come together, you take them into the chest. One more in this direction and then change. So take it the opposite way. Awesome work. Hug both the knees into the chest. Give yourself a good squeeze here. Take a breath in and use your breath out to squeeze the nose up towards the knees. Breathe in, lower the head and the shoulders back down. Breathe out, exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good, lower on the in-breath. 1 more. Exhale, squeeze everything together, big ball. Exhale, inhale even, and lower. We're going to move into our relaxation, so either taking the knees together, the feet as wide as your yoga mat, with legs bent, or extending the legs out long, feet falling out to the sides, corpse pose. Palms either face up, down by the sides, or rest onto the belly. And let's give ourselves just a few moments to rest, to be still, to soak up all the goodness we've done in the last few minutes. See if you can soften the body with each out breath, allowing it to grow heavier. Wherever you are, start to gently deepen your breath. Bringing your awareness back into the room, back into the body. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles. If it feels great, you might even take a giant stretch, reaching the arms overhead. And when you're ready, hugging both the knees slowly into the chest. Really resist the urge to rush that. Give yourself a squeeze. Roll over onto your favorite side for fetal pose, so your left or your right. And use the hands to come back to seated. And just see if you can keep your eyes closed as you move, as you do that. Once you've made your way here, gently sweep the arms wide, reach the palms overhead until they touch. Gently bring them down to the heart center, and we'll close this practice with one breath together. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bowing the head down towards the heart, towards the hands. I hope you're feeling amazing. Thank you for tuning in to practice with me. Namaste.